For those of you new to the listening audience, I'm a licensed naturopathic physician, 27 years of clinical experience. In order to become a naturopathic physician in the United States, you need to have 4 years of pre-med, 4 years of naturopathic medical school, 1,000 hours of clinical supervision, more or less. You need to pass national boards, state boards, and pursue continuing education credit every year in order to fulfill your license requirements. I just came back from the great state of Oregon, the really fun city of Portland, Oregon, where my mentor, colleague, and friend and I, Dr. Joel Wallach, did a 2-day continuing education course in order to get some continuing education credits to fulfill the licensing requirements of naturopathic medicine. And I have to tell you, it is a day of mourning now, because my experience and Dr. Wallach's experience of the crap that we were taught at the Naturopathic Medical Continuing Education Conference was unbelievably un-naturopathic. And it was startling. It was remarkable. It was disturbing. And quite frankly, it shook me a little bit to my bones. Dr. Wallach, not so much, because he's more of a seasoned veteran, more of a pragmatist than I am. I tend to be an idealist. So Wallach is a pragmatist. But in any event, I'll give you just a little snapshot. The last lecture that we went to, the very last lecture that we went to, was a lecture given by a naturopathic doctor, about ethics around the treatment of rheumatological conditions and, generally speaking, arthritis, the ethics of treating arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. And the basic take-home message from her presentation was that if you are a naturopathic physician and you do not use methotrexate and prednisone and conventional pharmaceutical interventions with your rheumatoid arthritis patients, then you are practicing substandard medical care, you're hurting your patients, and you need to just snap to it and be more on board. And it was a startling thing to me, right? Because it's a naturopathic medical conference. It's not a conventional medical conference. And remember, different dogs for different jobs. Conventional medicine is great for certain things. Thank God for Novocaine, right? Thank God for prednisone under certain circumstances. Thank God for morphine under certain circumstances, right? Every time I'm in the dentist chair, thank God for Novocaine. But different therapeutics for different conditions, and more importantly, different types of medicine: chiropractic medicine, acupuncture, traditional Chinese medicine, naturopathic medicine, homeopathic medicine, allopathic MD medicine, all are informed by their own philosophies, which that particular physician is supposed to adhere to and espouse in developing their treatment strategies, right? So you would not expect a chiropractor to recommend open heart surgery for someone, right? You would not expect an acupuncturist to recommend a homeopathic treatment, right? You would expect them to do what they were trained in, which toes the line inside of their own particular paradigm. That's why these different schools of thought exist. So, naturopathic medicine has morphed over the last 15 years, more or less, into some strange hybridized green allopathic medicine, where naturopathic doctors are no longer trained in the effective use of primary care naturopathic therapeutics. They're trained in the use of herbs, vitamins, homeopathy, acupuncture to offset the net negative effects of the drugs, so the drugs will work better. You get that? And this is becoming the new normal. This is becoming the new naturopathic medicine. So at the end of the lecture that this woman gave, this naturopathic physician gave, I politely raised my hand and I asked the question, so I am to understand that as a naturopathic doctor, you have never, I said, have you ever treated arthritis as a naturopathic doctor, or rheumatoid arthritis as a naturopathic doctor, without the use of drugs? And proudly, she said no. And then she went on to tell me this is her specialty, that she sees hundreds of people a month, and that she never, ever not uses drugs. And then I said, and you're a naturopathic physician? And she said, yes, proudly so. And someone in the back of the room, who I'm assuming went to school with her and was an advocate of hers or something, maybe a friend, I don't know, piped up and said, and I would argue that the doctor, whatever her name was, is practicing really good naturopathic medicine, and half the room applauded. And I was in shock. So, because here's the way that it went down. Here's what happened. When you apply any particular therapeutic, so this doctor applies different naturopathic therapeutics inappropriately or ineffectively, and they don't work. So rather than investigating other therapeutics inside of the field of naturopathic medicine, or trying perhaps on her own to expand the horizons of naturopathic medicine, while maintaining integrity inside of naturopathic medical philosophy, while perhaps attempting to understand why the stuff that she was taught was ineffective here, and what else she could do naturopathically to intervene and to attempt to cure the condition, she just assumes that the cure is not possible. And what does she do? Instead of forwarding naturopathic therapeutics, attempting to figure it out naturopathically, she bails and uses drugs. And then uses naturopathic therapeutics to help offset the net negative effects of the drugs. And this is the new normal inside of naturopathic medicine. Meanwhile, right, Dr. Wallach and I are looking at each other, and Wallach leans over to me and he says, what are they teaching these people in school? And I had to admit, I just don't know. You know, we were in school in the 80s. I graduated in 1991, the late 80s, right? Wallach graduated, I think, in 1984. Don't quote me on that. So naturopathic medicine was very different back then, but still, one would assume, would you not, that if you went to chiropractic school, if you went to acupuncture or traditional Chinese medical school, that you would be taught the philosophy of those particular disciplines. You would be grounded in those philosophies, and that you would attempt to treat people 100% of the time with the treatments that were inside of your philosophy. And when those treatments failed, you would perhaps talk to other experts in your field who had better results than you had. But no, the trend apparently inside of naturopathic medical education now is to use naturopathic therapeutics, vitamins, minerals, herbs, homeopathic medicine, acupuncture, hydrotherapy, in order to offset the net negative effects of the drugs, because the drugs are the only thing that can be effective here. So this is some type of green allopathic medicine, right? It's this strange hybridization of naturopathic foundation, naturopathic medicine, and allopathic medicine. And it is the only reason that it exists is because the people that are in charge of the schools, the people that are in charge of the education, and the people that are running the clinics who are teaching the students they don't have very much, they have some, they don't have very much experience with pragmatic, science-based, clinically verified naturopathic therapeutics. Honestly, I got a very good education in medicine. I got a very good education in pathophysiology. I got a very good education in anatomy. I got a very good education in naturopathic philosophy. And I got really good results in my career until I met Dr. Wallach. And then I got remarkable results. And the information that I learned from Dr. Wallach about pathophysiology and about how to intervene with naturopathic therapeutics was different than anything that I had received education on in school, and the therapeutics that Dr. Wallach rolls out are 100 times more effective than anything that I had been taught before, anything that I had had experience with. And this is the problem. Because for some reason, and maybe it's political, maybe it's personal, I don't really know, Dr. Wallach is not admired, is not looked up to inside of the naturopathic community. I think it's because he had the audacity to set his company up as a network marketing company. I think that's why that happened. But who knows how people think, who knows why people think. The fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, that naturopathic medicine is not naturopathic medicine anymore. It's green allopathic medicine. I can count on one hand the naturopathic physicians in the country right now, licensed, working in clinical settings right now. I count on one hand the number of naturopathic doctors whom I would feel comfortable recommending patients to go and see. This is a big, big problem for the profession. I do not know what's going to happen. If I had to guess, I would guess that within 50 years, naturopathic medicine would be in the same boat as osteopathic medicine, that you will not be able to tell the difference between the two, and naturopathic medicine will slowly die. Big Pharma's up to it again. They're not attacking us on the front lines. They're invading us insidiously through the back lines while being supported by doctors who are not grounded at all inside of naturopathic therapeutics. Stick around, more to come.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, the Mineral Doctor. You've heard me talk about 90 for Life for years. 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 fatty acids. You may not know this, that I've actually designed Arthrodex for animals. That's right. Your pets need 90 for Life too. Get this essential pet product by calling 877-279-9422. That's 877-279-9422. Again, 877-279-9422.
You haven't experienced yogurt until you've tried a Mossy, embodying health and flavor in a true whole milk, green-fed dairy beverage. Every sip pays homage to our old world cows and the ancient culturing methods their milk benefits from. With over 30 probiotics, a Mossy's undeniably nutritious, refined, cultured sensation bolsters your health and awakens your passion for dairy. A Mossy's so good, and you need to try it. Contact your Youngevity distributor or call 877-878-4203 or go to gcnteam.com.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, LibertyOnCall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to LibertyOnCall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's LibertyOnCall.org.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
We've had an amazing year here at Supernatural Silver. We've truly enjoyed the fantastic response from thousands of people as they've tried our extraordinary product, and we're thrilled at the life-changing results people have. Our company email is continually full of happy, satisfied customers who thank us for the help they've received from Supernatural Silver. This holiday season, as you think of gifts to give your loved ones, consider giving Supernatural Silver, a gift that can help provide good health and and wellness. A gift that can change lives and make a real difference. In a world where we are constantly exposed to dangerous health threats, give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Give Supernatural Silver. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HOLIDAY2015 for 20% off. And this holiday season, we wish you and yours the blessings of peace and good health from all of us here at supernaturalsilver.com.
So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
I wanted to finish up here and underline this point. This is an important point. Most people do not know what naturopathic medicine is. Most people don't even know how to pronounce naturopathic medicine. And naturopathic physicians are only licensed in 18 states in the United States. We have full insurance coverage in 5, I think, of those 18 states. And, you know, naturopathic medicine is a profession which is attempting to define itself and rise up into the mainstream, and we're doing a very good job of it. However, I have been outside of the loop of what's happening in the educational sphere of naturopathic medicine, and I just assumed naturopathic medicine is naturopathic medicine is naturopathic medicine, and, you know, it's not going to change, but it's changing. Because the people that are in charge don't understand naturopathic philosophy. And because they don't understand the philosophy, the philosophical underpinnings of naturopathic medicine, the students that they're matriculating are leaving school with an incomplete understanding. And when they're up against, a big bad voodoo daddy disease with a patient in real time in their office, and the bag of tricks that they have at their disposal doesn't work, they're going to bail, and they're going to prescribe drugs, because every medical doctor in the world is saying prescribe drugs, prescribe drugs, prescribe drugs. They don't want to look bad, right? And so they will err on the side of caution. But in this case, when they err on the side of caution, they're also erring on the side of harm, because remember, the drug, when delivered this way, does not cure the disease. It manages the symptoms, doesn't cure the disease. Another interesting thing, I asked the woman who was giving the lecture, because, right, it was about ethics and how you needed to make sure that the inflammation was getting better and that the joint mobility was getting better. Otherwise, over time is going to be a big problem, right? And so I asked her, well, look, I'm not arguing that the therapeutics that you've employed, the naturopathic therapeutics, are ineffective. But I would argue that you need to look inside of the naturopathic profession for other treatments that are effective, because you basically just don't know what you're doing. And in order to compare apples to apples, you have to look at the long-term effects of what the drugs are doing, because the drugs are not curing the arthritic condition, they're simply managing it. And so I asked her what was her experience with the use of pharmaceutical medicine, exclusively pharmaceutical medicine, in the treatment of these arthritic patients. And she says, oh, we have very, very good results. Very, very good results. That's why we do it so much. And then you go online and you look up what really happens. And what happens is the symptoms go into remission, and then they come back, and they go into remission, and then they come back. They go into remission, and then they come back. They go into remission, and then they come back. And the doctor understands that, or the doctor believes that when the illness is in remission, they've done their job. And when it comes back, that's just life, because nobody knows how to cure arthritis. And you see, this is the kind of tilted aspect that they bring to bear here. So even when the allopathic therapies, which they advised, are not curative, they still ride that horse because they think it's the best thing since the sterile technique. Oh, this is a fantastic therapy. Look at all these inflammatory markers. They came down. Oh, the joint mobility is so much better now. Yeah, for 3 months till it comes back, and then until it comes back, and then until it comes back, and then until it comes back. And then what happens 15 years from now? Oh, no. That's not our obligation. My obligation is to just increase the quality of the patient's life today. Well, not if you're a naturopath. If you're a naturopath, your sacred duty is to cure the condition, to bring the patient into a state of health. And if you cannot do that, then you just simply shouldn't be a naturopathic doctor. Go to medical school, become an MD, and God love you. There's room in the world for everybody. But do not tell me that the use of pharmaceuticals exclusively and then primarily, and then backing them up with naturopathic therapeutics is naturopathic medicine. It most certainly is not. It is a weird hybridization of allopathic medicine and naturopathic medicine, and it will ring the death knell for the profession if we do not. Let's go to Mark in Ohio and see what's cracking. Hey, Mark, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Hey, Dr. Glidden. Good to hear you back on the air and bringing the fire. I had a little issue where I had some excessive gas, and it ended up developing an inguinal hernia.
Ouch.
Yeah, so bulge was like 2 inches wide, 2 inches length, pretty big bulge, and it got really to the point where any movement was difficult. I look up, this was a Friday evening of last week, I look up what I can do for myself at the house since it's Friday, and, I didn't really want to go to the emergency room. So I see that homeopathic lycopodium is indicated for it. I take 1 dose of the lycopodium. I lay down for 5 hours. I wake up. I move my hips around in bed, and I get up and I start walking without any pain. The bulge reduced 80%.
Yeah.
And I'm still ginger, but I'm staying the course. I've been staying the course with the lycopodium. I also have Nux vomica, and I started taking that the next day to kind of help with some of the dizziness and nausea. And I'm taking systemic enzymes, collagen. I'm waiting. I got glucogel on order. And Fucoid Z. So I'm just seeing what I can do. If they need to stay the course with the homeopathics, what else I can do to dial this in and get this baby on the right side.
Okay, so did the gas just kind of show up all of a sudden, or has that been a constant companion over time?
It happened for about a week. Mm-hmm. It's like right before Thanksgiving.
But in your life, was this something that would come and go, or was this kind of a new thing that you'd never had before?
It's kind of a new thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so most of the time when we get this experience, it kind of comes out of the blue like this. The first thing that so there's a number of things that I would like to talk to you about here, the homeopathic notwithstanding. But before we get to the homeopathic stuff, which is important for you to understand, I would realize this as one of two things. Sometimes there are some people who are deficient in the trace mineral molybdenum, that if they eat foods that are high in garlic, they will get massive amounts of gas. So I guess this begs the question, before this happened, were you like vertently or inadvertently eating foods that were chock full of garlic or not?
I did do a lot of garlic during a liver cleanse that I did back in early November.
Yeah, so I would say that would be the culprit here, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, you're also, because of this molybdenum thing, you are also a candidate for carpal tunnel syndrome, because carpal tunnel syndrome, one of the leading nutritional deficiencies associated with carpal tunnel, is a molybdenum deficiency. And I guess that begs the question, have you experienced any like wrist kind of arthritic pain symptoms so far in your life or not?
Yes. I used to work a job where I used to do a lot of repetitive motion with my hands, physical labor. Yeah. And so, I did have that. And of course, when I started taking longevity, 4 or 5 years ago, that stuff started to correct itself somewhat. So
what I would do, right? So this is interesting, isn't it? So what I would do is, and kind of understand, right, that longevity, what we do with longevity is provide all 90 essential nutrients in absorbable recipes that anybody can, assimilate. And then on top of that, once we've secured the necessary foundation stuff, then we do extra stuff, right? Extra blood sugar stuff if there's type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetes, extra bone and joint stuff if there's arthritis, and so forth and so on. So regretfully, longevity doesn't have a nutritional supplement that has it's high in molybdenum, right? Like the selenium supplement, high in selenium, or the new niacin supplement, high in niacin. So you're going to have to go to the health food store and find a standalone supplement that has molybdenum in it.
Yes, because I did notice that they were low in that even before I've really figured out how much I needed it. I started throwing in some multiple tablets that have, 100 mics. Yeah,
no, you need a standalone molybdenum if you can find it. If you can't find it, call back to the radio show tomorrow. I'll do some homework after the show tonight. I'll call a couple of the nutritional supplement manufacturers that I know and see what we can come up with.
Okay, great.
The only other thing to do for you would be to double down on the plant-derived minerals. Take more plant-derived minerals all by themselves, because that has molybdenum in it. That's one way to do this. Now, here's the deal with homeopathic treatment, and this is important to know. Number one, with homeopathic medicine, in order to produce a physiological response, you have to hit the bullseye. You have to give exactly the right homeopathic medicine. It's like creating musical harmony. The notes either sound good or they don't sound good. And if they sound good, then you've hit the bullseye. And when you get dramatic, positive change with a homeopathic medicine, especially if it's inside of 24 hours, you do not alter the dose. And interestingly, homeopathic nux vomica is referred to as the universal antidote, because sometimes if you take the wrong homeopathic medicine and you take too much of it, you can develop side effects of the homeopathic medicine. They're not harmful. You could argue that over time they're actually beneficial, but they are in fact annoyances, and they're, symptoms that you never had before, and they're caused by the presence of the homeopathic medicine in your body. And when that happens, if we give nux vomica to people, nux vomica will eliminate the effects of the previously taken homeopathic medicine. So if lycopodium was the bullseye remedy for you, which it sounds to me like it was, when you take the nux vomica, you will negate the positive effects of the lycopodium, and it'll be 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and you will not be served well over time. So alternating homeopathic medicines is never a good idea, number one. And the only time we switch to a different homeopathic medicine is if the first homeopathic medicine that we took didn't do anything, right? And that happens a lot. You'll give somebody a remedy, it's not the bullseye, nothing happens. You'll give somebody a remedy, it's not the bullseye, nothing happens. You'll give somebody a remedy, eureka, everything happens. And under the influence of the homeopathic medicine, you should not expect inside of 24 hours a complete, utter, and total resolution of the problem. Homeopathic medicine plays itself out over time. So my advice to you is to go back to the lycopodium, but here's how I would do it from now on. I would get a glass of water. Better, I would go. Do you live near a Whole Foods?
Yes.
All right. So go to Whole Foods today and get a blue glass 4-ounce spray bottle. They're like $2.50. A 4-ounce blue glass spray bottle. All right. Inside that bottle, I'd like you to put half a teaspoon of brandy, and then fill it to the top with distilled water. Fill it to the top with distilled water. So, like 3.5 ounces of water and a half an ounce of brandy. Okay. And into that solution, I want you to drop 2 of the pellets of the lycopodium. 2. Then I want you to put the spray top on it. And I want you to take that bottle and pound it forcefully on a thick book like a Yellow Pages. Pound it forcefully 10 times. Boom, 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 10 times. And now it's ready to go. Now, because it has the brandy in it, you do not need to refrigerate it. And now you have the solution. And I would put a little label on the outside, get a little sticky or something, and put it on it and say, lycopodium. And then put the date at which it was made. And once a day, 3 times a day for the next 3 days, I would take 3 sprays of the lycopodium. So you get the bottle, you hold it up to your mouth, you spray 3 sprays of it into your mouth, and then you put the remedy away somewhere. And then a couple hours later, you do the same thing, and then a couple hours later, you do the same thing. Do not take the sprays of the lycopodium between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Do not take the sprays of the lycopodium between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Okay? Any other time is good. And I want you to do 3 sprays a day for the next 3 days, and then look to see how the hernia is. And if you are not 100% out of the woods, then every 3 days, I want you to do 3 sprays of the homeopathic lycopodium. But I want you to stop the homeopathic lycopodium at the end of December. Don't take it longer than the month of December. And if this is still a problem by the end of December, I would be really surprised. Is one more thing you need to understand about homeopathic lycopodium. It is a wonderful remedy. It is called a polycrest, and it is one of 3 remedies that homeopathic medicine bases its foundation treatment strategy on. Homeopathic medicine it's like the prince of homeopathic medicines. However, lycopodium has a reputation for producing side effects, even when it is the correctly prescribed medicine. So, as you go downstream with the sprays of lycopodium, if during that time you experience the appearance of a brand new symptom, something you've never had before, like all of a sudden you start getting headaches, all of a sudden you start to get a sore throat, all of a sudden you grow an 11th finger, right? Whatever. Anything new develops, you stop the lycopodium. Just stop it, because that's a signal that you've taken too much of it, and you need to just relax and let it ride. And one of the interesting things about a properly prescribed homeopathic medicine is that it continues to work after you stop taking it, which is fascinating. And it flies in the face of common logic. But nonetheless, there it is. So that's what I'd like to counsel you to do with the homeopathic stuff. Now, there's one more thing, actually 2 more things that are at play here. Regardless of the gas and the garlic situation, it would be advised for you to eat 1 apple a day, because another contributing factor to the appearance of gas is not enough fiber in the digestive tract. And apple pectin is almost a perfect fiber for the human being. So I would get into the habit of eating 1 organic apple every day, and see whether or not that helps. And there is a yoga pose. You can look this up online. It's called the wind eliminating pose. The wind eliminating pose. I would do the wind eliminating pose in a room all by yourself because it will provoke the release of intestinal gas. Guaranteed. Mark in Ohio, are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So the wind eliminating pose in yoga, do it for, 5 minutes twice a day in a room all by yourself, and that will help. And now, over time, as the wind, the gas accumulation starts to let up and the soft tissue in the abdominal area strengthens itself with the glucogel, you should be good to go. You may also want to see if there's a massage therapist or a chiropractor in your area who is skilled in a physical manipulation technique called the Bowen technique. B like beta, O like Oscar, W like whiskey, E like Edward, N like Nancy, the Bowen technique. That's a physical technique where they actually go in and they push the hernia back into your abdomen. So that's what I would do. And give me a call back tomorrow. I'll see if I can't track down a molybdenum donor for you. Does that make sense?
Excellent. Thank you very much, Dr. Glidden.
All right. Hey, thanks for the call, Mark. Thanks for all your support and your patience. I appreciate it very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an active chat room in my website. And in order to get access to the live stream of my video program and the live chat, you need to become a Dr. Glidden Advocate, a Dr. Glidden Advocate. It's a $20 a month subscription. And when you become a Dr. Glidden Advocate, not only will you have access to the live video stream of the radio program and the chat room, you'll also have access to hundreds of hours of archived videos, podcasts, and live webinars that we do on a weekly basis. Check it out. Knowledge is power. My people are destroyed by lack of education, and we are going a long way towards fixing this problem with this online educational service, the Dr. Glidden Advocate. Check it out. Larry in the Advocate room says, Doc, how many bottles of EFA should we take a month if we are attempting to support lung health? Well, generally speaking, right, it's one bottle of EFA plus per 100 pounds of body weight per month. One bottle of EFA plus per 100 pounds of body weight per month. If you are suffering from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or bronchiolitis or asthma, then you can take more. How much more? I don't know. Nobody knows, but it's always better to err on the side of excess rather than not enough. So I would add to the one bottle per 100 pounds of body weight per month. If you're interested in a therapeutic intervention, I would add 2 extra bottles a month, and I would go with the EFA plus. Another question from the chat room. I'd like to just take a couple of questions, finish out the show in the chat room today, give the listening audience a sense of what they're missing. Dale Ann in the chat room says, Hey, Doc, why do I recommend OsteoFX be taken at bedtime with orange juice? Also, is iron included in the Healthy Start Pack, or do we need to supplement iron at all? Great question. So, the OsteoFX, of course, is a donor of calcium and magnesium. And OsteoFX is amongst the most easily absorbed and assimilated calcium supplements on the market right now. As a matter of fact, I am not aware of any calcium supplements anywhere in the world that are more easily absorbed than the OsteoFX, and we owe Dr. Wallach a debt of gratitude for that. Now, even though it's easily absorbed, we want to push the envelope here because that's what we do. And with nutritional supplementation, it's not what you take, it's what you absorb, right? So anything that we can do to facilitate absorption is not a bad idea, and that's why we mix the liquid calcium with citrus juice. It doesn't have to be orange juice. It can be any citrus juice, pineapple juice, right? Orange, pineapple, banana. Because when you do it like that, it increases the absorbability. The citric acid increases the absorbability of the calcium and the magnesium in the stomach, and you do not need to take extracurricular iron. You get enough iron in the plant-derived minerals and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Ladies and gentlemen, where does the time go? We are all out of it right now. I appreciate your support and your trust. Live long and prosper. I'll see you around campus. Glidden.healthcare. Check it out. See you tomorrow.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Hi, I'm Rick Ossick with Famous Footwear. Did you know that premature birth is the #1 killer of babies? That's why we support the March of Dimes in the fight against premature birth. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment programs, and outreach to help moms have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Learn how you can help save babies' lives at marchofdimes.org.
We've had an amazing year here at Supernatural Silver. We've truly enjoyed the fantastic response from thousands of people as they've tried our extraordinary product, and we're thrilled at the life-changing results people have. Our company email is continually full of happy, satisfied customers who thank us for the help they've received from Supernatural Silver. This holiday season, as you think of gifts to give your loved ones, consider giving Supernatural Silver, a gift that can help provide good health and wellness, a gift that can change lives and make a real difference. In a world where we are constantly exposed to dangerous health threats, give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Give Supernatural Silver. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HOLIDAY2015 for 20% off. And this holiday season, we wish you and yours the blessings of peace and good health from all of us here at supernaturalsilver.com.
I would do the wind eliminating
about your
pose
cable
where,
bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
As the cold and flu season approaches, Silver Lungs is ready to help you and your family through the toughest of the year by supporting your immune system and overall health. From our best-selling colloidal silver generating system to our entire line of silver-based skin gels, nasal sprays, soaps, and silver solutions. Silver solutions remain one of nature's most powerful and least expensive antibacterial agents. Now you can produce your own for pennies a day in the comfort of your home using the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. Learn more today at www.silverlungs.com.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products, most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without a Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you have the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
The following is an important holiday inventory announcement from IDStronghold.com.
As many of you have come to know, IDStronghold.com is the #1 name in quality RFID blocking wallets that actually do as they say and prevent electronic pickpocketing of the new RFID chips found in credit cards, room keys, subway passes, and more. Last year, due to the extreme popularity of giving ID Stronghold wallets and clutches as unique gifts at Christmas time, we ran out of our most popular styles and colors early. The good news is, we now have our holiday inventory ready for same-day shipping. We have added many more designs of beautiful leather wallets and clutches, all with state-of-the-art built-in electronic pickpocket shielding from the most respected name in RFID protection, IDStronghold.com. Don't wait and limit your choices of these great gifts. We are expecting another sellout season. These wallets aren't available in stores, so visit IDStronghold.com today. That's IDStronghold.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue. For just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.